everyone.
Hey everybody.
I'm Steve.
I'm Mark.
And this is Smokey Steve and Mark.
Oh, yes it is.
Welcome or welcome back.
Yes, happy Friday.
Happy TGIF indeed.
TGIF. We made it through the week.
We did.
Thank heavens. And it's a holiday weekend too.
I know, for many of us, there will be Easter coming this Sunday. So if you are observing, happy forthcoming Easter. Today is Good Friday.
Today's Good Friday.
Yes, I had half day of work today, which I found out this morning.
Yeah, right.
So it was like a wonderful treat. It's like, oh, after lunch, I'm done.
Yeah.
So,
I had a full day, and a full day meaning I didn't get home till, almost 6. It was 5:30.
It was late, yeah.
It was late. But I'm off Monday.
Yeah.
So I have, and I don't have class tomorrow, so I have, a proper holiday weekend.
There you go.
Oh, I'm stoked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have had more than one day off.
One day off now, yeah.
Yeah.
Because of class.
For 5 weeks, you've only had one day, one day. You've never had two.
Yeah.
So good.
And whoo, am I tired.
Yeah. Well, good. We can sleep in tomorrow.
Yes, we can. And I won't feel guilty about it either. I might sleep till 9, maybe even 10.
Well, I have to get up a little early because I have to hit 10, the foodie beauty mines early.
Yeah, you do. And you have, 100 hours of footage?
At least 25. 25. She spent a whole day this week in front of the camera.
Literally.
So we'll
I don't know.
We'll sort it out together. But
Yeah.
that's tomorrow's project.
Yes,
that's
it
tomorrow's
is.
issue.
And it's a brand new month as well. Happy April, everybody.
Yes.
I wasn't with you yesterday, so I couldn't say Happy April Fool's Day, but
No.
you know.
You couldn't. Did you do an April Fool's jokes?
We didn't. No April Fool's jokes.
I didn't either.
I know. I didn't have a chance.
Mm-mm. I didn't leave you the Dear John note I was going to leave.
Oh, yeah, that would have been great.
I was just going to put, Dear Mark, enough with the crafting, Steve.
Ah!
And then just leave and just clean out my half of the closet and put it in the somewhere to hide it.
I'm glad you didn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could have been an interesting video today.
Yeah, it could have.
You might not have made me dinner.
I may not have. You're right.
Mm-hmm. But you did.
No, I did. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. But we have a lot of stuff coming up, too. We have a new segment coming up this month. Mm-hmm. We have the winners from our shout-outs coming up this month. Mm-hmm. We have our anniversary is this month.
Our anniversary is this month.
And thank you for the suggestions. We will, for our anniversary, we'll do a video all about us.
For a change. We're going to put the focus back on us on this channel.
Yeah.
There's a shattering turn of events.
I know, right? Well, no, they had said, how about doing how you met, how you ultimately ended up getting together, things like that. We've done that in the past, but kind of in different videos.
It's in bits and pieces from other videos.
So we thought we would do that. Thanks for the suggestions, by the way. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Kind of put it all in one video.
See what I remember, see what you remember.
Yeah.
See what sticks out.
Gosh, that's next week. That's the end of next week.
Yeah,
wow.
It is.
Aw, it's our anniversary. That's nice.
It's been years.
And then we have, let's see, Earth Day is this month. Well, there's just a lot happening in April. And winter's behind us now officially. And so, yes, I'm happy.
Good.
I am happy.
I am quite happy.
Happy enough to cook.
Yes, finally. Thank God.
Well, it's Easter weekend, right?
It is. A lot of people have the big meal. They have something special.
And they usually have ham or lamb or something like that. But no one says that you have to do that.
No.
Especially if you're cooking for one or maybe just two. So we thought we would share with you what we're doing for our little dinner for Easter. And it's Friday night. It's usually date night. You know? So we're going to make a really, really nice meal. And since a lot of people had requested more seafood recipes, I thought we would do seafood.
Seafood.
And pasta?
You can't go wrong with pasta,
right.
As far as I'm concerned. I'm sorry if you're on keto. I hope you have your own pasta.
Right.
Not sad if you don't, because, pasta's good.
Pasta's probably one of my favorite foods.
Pasta's one of my favorite foods.
Yeah. Anyway, it's prepared. Anyway, and tonight we're going to make it like this. We are doing a pan-seared salmon on top of cavatappi with spring vegetables and charred lemon.
It's very
so super delicious. You know what? It's light but creamy. It's citrusy but savory.
Yeah.
And has a tiny, tiny little bite with the salmon. very delicious, and it's really easy to make too. So, you know, I could talk all night about it.
Really?
I could.
You lie.
I'm trying not to.
He lies.
I know. I usually don't have much to say.
Well, let's see what you do. I'm a hard sell on salmon.
I know you are.
It's not one of my favorites. I think it's okay. So let's see what you can do with this.
All right, we'll see, and then you'll have to let me know what you think.
Yeah.
All
Honest
right.
reviews.
All right.
You've seen what I've done to these women.
I
so
have.
you know what I'm
I have. All right, I'm down for it.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
The crook, yeah. All right, so we are in the kitchen and we're about to share with you our little date night pasta dish. Oh yeah, now we're making this for our Easter dinner, but it's perfect for any special occasion and super easy to make. Today we are making pan-seared salmon over cavatappi pasta with spring vegetables and lemon. So delicious. So, let's gather our ingredients.
So the first thing you'll need for a dish with cavatappi is, of course, cavatappi, which is what we are using. This is about 8 ounces, so about half the box what you'll get. What we want to do is boil it before we get started. Furiously boiling water, salted water. Make sure you salt it as well. It's the only time you have to flavor the pasta directly. Boil it. Ours took about 8 to 10 minutes. Follow the package directions. Drain it and reserve about 2 cups of starchy cooking water. You will need this later. So hold on to this. Run cold water over this after you drain it and put it aside so it stops the cooking process.
Oh, yes, and then you will need salmon. Oh, yeah, you'll need 2 fillets of really nice salmon, okay? This is Pacific salmon, but we'll talk a little more about that later. You want about 5 to 6 ounce fillets, okay? In addition to that, we will need some blackening seasoning. Oh, yeah. And then 2 tablespoons of butter. And we have here 1 whole lemon, which we have zested. Oh, yeah. And then we cut the lemon in half as well, okay?
Now, so what if I don't have blackening seasoning?
I'm glad you asked that. I got you covered. So what's this I hear? You have no blackening seasoning? Well, don't you worry about it. I have you covered right here. You can make your own, and you probably have all the ingredients right on your spice shelf, all right? So all you have to do is mix together equal parts, and let's just say 1 teaspoon. We'll use that for an example, okay? So equal parts of salt, pepper, paprika, and then you'll need some garlic powder, onion powder, dried thyme, and cayenne pepper. Oh yeah. Now, if you want it a little more mild than that, just use half of a portion of the cayenne pepper, okay? That would be a half a teaspoon in this instance. All right? Mix that all together real well, and you are good to go. Okay, you will also need the following ingredients. 4 tablespoons of butter. We have 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. We have 1 small to medium zucchini, which we have diced up just like so. We have 1 medium yellow bell pepper, also chopped up like so. We have 2 green onions, which we have thinly sliced, and then we separated the white parts from the green parts. Nice, huh? You'll also need about 1/4 cup of flour, 2 ounces of cream cheese, 2 ounces of sour cream, and then of course we need our staples, salt and pepper, and then we're going to need the juice from 1 whole lemon. Now, we also need about 2 ounces of a good quality chicken stock concentrate. Now, we prefer to use the Better Than Bouillon here, but you can choose which brand you like, okay? All right, let's get on with it. Oh yeah, this is the perfect time to start our sauce. So, in our stock pot here, I have our 4 tablespoons of butter melting. Oh yeah, and we are on medium-high heat. To that, we're going to add our zucchini. Oh yeah, and our bell pepper. And the whites of our green onions. There we go there, okay? Now we're going to give that a little bit of a stir. And we are going to start building our flavor. A pinch of salt. And a pinch of pepper. Whoa. Okay, now to that, that's perfect. To that, we're going to add our minced garlic. All at once, just like so. Okay, now we're going to give that a stir. Okay, and we're going to let that saute for 2 minutes, all right? All right. Ooh, looks good, looks good. Smells even better. Oh, yeah. All right, so at this point, we are going to add our flour, okay, all at once, and you're going to give it a stir until everything is nice and covered and the butter is all nice and incorporated into the flour. Okay, just like so. All right, and we're going to continue to let that cook for about, a minute or two, just to let it cook a little bit and allow the flour to brown just a little bit, okay? In the meantime, we're going to take our chicken stock concentrate and we're going to add it to our pasta water, creating a broth. Now, I have 1.5 cups of pasta water here. We'll start with that. We can always add more later, but it's a lot harder to remove it, if you know what I'm saying, right? All right. So we're starting to brown up here. Oh, perfect. Okay. Now we're going to give this a stir, to incorporate it as much as we can. All right. Just like so. All right. And now this looks good. See how the flour is just starting to brown a little bit there, okay? Now we're going to add our stock to our pot here. All right. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to stir this just like so, and we're going to let that simmer for about a minute or two, just to let it thicken a little bit, okay? All right, that's what we're looking for. All right, so at this point, we are going to add our sour cream, okay, and our cream cheese. Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay, and then we're going to give that a stir until it melts, just like so. And then we're going to add our juice from 1 lemon, and we're just going to stir it right in, okay? And continue to stir until your cream cheese is melted and your sour cream is nice and incorporated all through. Oh. All right, look at how beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then we are finished with our sauce, y'all. So set that aside and let's get on to our salmon. Okay, so like I said, I have 2 salmon fillets here, and these ones are about 5 ounces each, okay? So the first thing we're gonna wanna do is pat them dry with a paper towel, just to get some excess moisture off of there, all right? Just like so. And now we're going to take our blackened seasoning and we're going to put it on the top, like so. All right, give it a little pat down there. And you see how much I used? That's exactly what you want, okay? You want to be pretty hefty in using the blackened seasoning to get that good blackening taste. Oh, yeah. Okay, now we have our 2 lemon halves here. Same thing. Sprinkle with your blackening seasoning, just like so, okay? All right, so now you're going to get yourself a saute pan of some sort. You can use non-stick, totally fine. And we're going to go to medium-high heat on our stove, and we're going to let that pan heat up and add our 2 tablespoons of butter, and allow that butter to melt completely. Oh, salmon. Oh my gosh. It's probably the most common and the most popular of all of the fresh fishes out there. And probably the most easily attainable, right? Okay, but there are so many different types. There's so many different ways to cook it. I mean, we have farm-raised salmon. We have wild-caught salmon, we have organic salmon, we have pan-seared, broiled, grilled. Oh, I know, it can get very confusing and a little bit intimidating too. So let me try to just break it down just a little bit, okay? So there are two types of salmon. That would be your Atlantic salmon and your Pacific salmon. Now, Atlantic salmon is all farm raised now, no matter what anybody says. Actually, wild-caught Atlantic salmon is banned due to the diminishing population of wild Atlantic salmon. On the other hand, Pacific salmon is generally all wild caught, although some types of Pacific salmon can be farm raised too. They should all be clearly marked when you purchase them. Alright? Alright. Now, let's face it, most of us just get our salmons from the grocery store. And it's a great place to get it now, you know? Most grocery stores have a great seafood counter. Now, here's a little tip, okay? The people who work behind that counter should be very knowledgeable about their seafood. Should be, okay? Giant is not. Well, anyway, I don't like the Dish Giant, but I questioned them about some of their seafood. Well, the salmon I was going to get for our recipe tonight, and they didn't know. I knew more about it than they did. So I would always recommend asking the person behind the counter these things, okay? And if they don't know the answer, grab a manager, okay? Because someone there has to know this stuff. So when you go to buy a fresh piece of fish like salmon, you want to know where it came from and when it was caught. Now, typically they're going to say to you, oh, we just got this in this morning. Okay, that's fine and well and good, but that's not the information you want. You want to know when that particular piece of fish was caught, because they may have just put it out today, but it might have been caught 8 days ago, right? I mean, really, it can happen, and it does happen, all right? Now, most salmon today is flash frozen, and what that means is it has to be frozen within 5 hours of catching it, you know, and that kind of preserves it at the peak of its freshness, which is totally fine. Another thing you want to ask behind the counter, where was it caught? Is it indeed Atlantic salmon or is it Pacific salmon? Now, most people agree that Pacific salmon, and that would be wild caught, is the best salmon and the most healthiest. It has the most of those, you know, healthy fish oils in it, okay? Much more than the Atlantic salmon does. And it is a little more expensive too, but in my opinion, very worth it, okay? Now, if you can't get these questions answered at your local grocery store, I kind of would recommend maybe getting your seafood somewhere else, okay? When we buy our seafood, we do go to a local seafood store. That's all they have is seafood, and they get their seafood in fresh every single day, and they can answer all those questions just like that. They know everything about what they're selling, and I think that is extremely important, especially when it comes to fresh seafood. We're ready to go. Okay, our butter is melted and it's nice and hot. I sprinkled some water in there and it sizzled. All right, we're just about there. So our salmon is ready to go, and what we're going to do is pan-sear it. Oh yeah, so we're going to start by putting our salmon in the hot pan, skin side up. All right, just like so. And 2. There we go. All right. Now we're going to take our blackened seasoning and we're going to sprinkle the other side of our salmon, just like so. All right. And then we're going to let that cook untouched for 5 to 6 minutes until you get a nice crust on there, and your salmon will release totally by itself, okay? I know the urge. You're going to want to, like, you know, move it around. Let it go, all right? Checking it around 4 minutes or so, depending on your stove, but we're looking at about 5 minutes, all right? All right. Smells so good. Okay, so it's been 4 minutes. Let's see. Ah, it's nice and free. Okay, we're going to flip these babies. Let's see. Nice! That's exactly what we're looking for. Oh, this looks so good, y'all. Oh, it smells good too. Okay. All right, so we flipped them, and at this point, we're going to take our lemon halves, and we're also going to put them right in the pan and give that a nice char as well. All right, so now we're going to let that cook for about another 2 to 3 minutes until your skin is nice and crispy, okay? All right. Oh, guys, this looks so good. Oh, perfect. The skin is nice and crispy. Okay, yeah, I'll flip it over so you can see it. Look at how nice and crispy the skin is. Oh, yes. All right, so you can turn off your heat, and we're going to remove our salmon and put it on a plate so we can use it later. Now, you can serve it skin up or skin down. That's your preference. All right, let's see here how our lemons are doing. Oh, these are nice. Okay, now we're going to take our lemons off and put them on the plate. All right, and then we're going to set this aside. But now, salmon doneness is a personal preference, I know. Some people like their fish very, very well done. Some people like it very rare. Now, the FDA recommends that we cook salmon and all fresh fish actually to 145 degrees, okay? Again, a personal preference. You can also check your salmon with a fork. As soon as it easily flakes off, it's good to go. Now, since we blackened this on high heat, I know this salmon is ready to go. So, the next step, let's put it all together, okay? All right? Oh, y'all, this smells so good. I'm so excited. Okay, so we're going to put everything together now. So we're going to take our sauce. We're going to put it back on our burner on just a medium heat. You know, we just want to make sure that it heats up again, okay? And now we're going to add our pasta right to our sauce, just like so. And give that a stir so pasta is nice and covered and it's all fully incorporated there. All right. And then this is where our zest comes in. Okay, a note about zest. Again, like the doneness of the salmon, how much zest you use, especially in a pasta dish, is a personal preference as well. Now, we have the zest from 1 whole lemon, and this recipe makes enough for 2 servings, okay? So, you use your judgment on how much zest you want to use. I like a nice burst of citrus flavor with this, so I'm going to go ahead and use all of our zest at this point, okay? There we go. If you want a little milder flavor, do the zest from a half of a lemon. All right, stir it so it's all nice. Oh, the smell, oh my gosh. All right, so we're gonna stir that up and make sure that it's heated all the way through, because you remember our pasta has been cooled off. So we wanna make sure that we bring this up to a nice hot temperature, okay? All right. Ooh, nice and hot. Okay, we're ready to go here. Okay. Now, take a look at your sauce. Now, if you find that it is too thick, this is where you would add splashes of your remaining pasta water that you have. I think it's just perfect, just like this. So I don't need to add any to it at all, okay? All right, so now we're going to plate it all up. See, I'll use our little black and white plates here, okay? All right, there we go. And then we're just going to take our pasta and make a nice hefty little portion here. Ooh, spread it out, just like so. All right, that's ready to go. And then we're going to put our salmon right on top, just like that. Nice, okay. And then we're gonna serve our charred lemon half right on there. And then the green parts of our green onions, give it a little sprinkle right on top. And there you have it, our pan-seared salmon over cavatappi pasta with spring vegetables and lemon. Oh, yes! Oh.
So, as you can see, there's salmon, blackened. There's the pasta, and there's the
Charred lemon.
charred lemon.
Very
All right,
nice.
where should I start?
It's up to you. You can squeeze the lemon over it if you'd like, or just use it as a decorative, whatever you want.
Well, let's go all out. I'll put some of the charred lemon on the...
I wish I had those little lemon nets that fit over it. That would be real special. But then you don't see the char
it's
part.
flaky. It's flaky.
Of course it is.
You bite.
Good. And he's not a huge fan of salmon.
No. If the skin isn't crispy, it wasn't done right.
Right.
The skin is crispy.
Good.
So we're done right. Let me try the pasta.
Okay. It should give you like a little bit of lemon to it.
A little pop.
Uh-huh. Should. Good. Good.
I was wrong to doubt you, but you have to understand my concerns.
I do.
I've had a lot of bad
understand.
salmon.
I've cooked for years and years and years.
I
I
know.
do get concerns, of people who eat. I do.
Well, I approve.
Oh, good. Good. Yay! Nice. And you know what? It's pretty simple, very simple. A lot of people are intimidated by like fresh fish and salmon and stuff
I
like
didn't
that.
grow up with fresh fish in the house. It just seemed complicated.
It just seems complicated and so many steps and all that. But once you get your like preferred method of cooking down, it's so easy. Like if you were to just make blackened salmon, that took 7 minutes.
Yeah.
That was it. It's as simple as getting salmon and so it's really easy. So don't be intimidated by it. Give it a try.
No, well, I'm glad you're not intimidated because I may want this again.
I can do that.
Maybe something different. Maybe tilapia next time.
We could do tilapia.
Ooh, kebabs. It's not too cold
We
to get the
haven't
grill
done
out.
it. We could do, it's coming up on grilling season. We could
I
do
know.
some grilled
As soon as that
seafood
garden
kebabs.
opens, I expect the grill will open too.
It will.
So,
Yes,
sooner
it
than
will.
later, sooner
It
than
will.
later.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what you're doing for the rest of the evening, but I'm taking this into the bedroom and locking the door.
Oh, well,
And you
it just warms my heart when people are happy with something that you cook, doesn't it?
You can
for
have
all
the-
you cooks out there, what did Sophia say in The Golden Girls? I was waiting for that look.
The look.
The look. Mm-hmm. That look of pure ecstasy when you try something that I've created.
Yeah.
It's
It's
we
there.
look for
It's
it.
there.
But okay, good. Good. Anyway, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that recipe. I hope you give it a try too, definitely. Let me know if you do, and let me know how it turns out, okay? And obviously, as always, if you have any questions at all, just shoot me an email, okay? SmokeySteveAndMarc@yahoo.com, and I'll get back to you, okay?
I call this a high note.
I do too.
I do too. I don't want to spoil my appetite to enjoy it later. Well, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for joining us for date night tonight.
Yes.
I had a good time, and we got a good meal out of it. So, give it a whirl. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell also so you get alerts every time we have a new video, and also when we go live. You can follow us on Facebook at SmokeySteveAndMarc, or on Instagram at SmokeySteveAndMarc, or on Twitter at SmokeySteveA. Our email address, our contact info, it's all listed below as well.
Yes, it
Thank
is.
you again, and I will catch up with you tomorrow.
For some coffee talk.
Coffee talk about one Miss Foodie Beauty.
Oh, yeah. You think she would like this?
I don't.
She probably would. I mean, doesn't she like all food?
Salmon? Nah.
She's not a salmon fan?
I don't know. It might accidentally be good for her. I don't know if she'd tolerate it.
Right. Well, you know what? I would challenge her.
If we deep fry it, maybe. But I don't know.
Okay, that's true.
But we have about 24 hours of footage to go through for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let me be frank. Probably not going to watch every single solitary minute of it.
No, I would not expect that of you.
But we're, for those of us who are interested, we're in this together, and we'll figure it out.
All right. Well, that sounds good to me.
Just like
And I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be here to witness it all.
If I started watching it right now, I would only be done tomorrow night at 8.
At 8, right.
Watching if I started right now.
Yes.
So,
Well, we won't do that then. All right. Well, we do apologize. I'm sure this video is going to be up late. I got home from work late, then we cooked an entire dinner,
Yeah.
so it's probably going to be a late release tonight. But
Yeah.
thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember to stay safe, stay well, but above all else, stay positive, okay? And happy Easter weekend. We'll see you next time.
bye.
Ciao.